You already know what time it is. Set your timer, set your watches. It is time for Disqualified Opinions, where our opinions are validated from an undisclosed location with less than 10 people. Although we aren't 6 feet apart, you still watch us and you won't tell the CDC. Anyway, like I said, we're back again for a very, very special episode of Disqualified Opinions, our 2020 NFL Mock Draft Edition. As you know, the NFL Draft this year will be unlike any other because it will be virtual. Hopefully no hiccups. But we're here to bring you our mock draft where we do the entire first round. So you rock with us 1 through 32. And we'll go down our picks and kind of give insight to the picks and possible trades and people who can slide and maybe some reaches. Who knows? But Riles is going to kind of give an overview of what we're doing. DC is working over there as well. Rel, and I got a very special guest, as you see, with us as well. But I'll start with you, Riles.
We got my man Roger Hoodell over here. We recording in the basement, just like he going to be recording in the basement. Shout out to my barber. I miss you.
Moment of silence for the barbers out there.
Big facts.
All right, let's get it.
All right, let's get this going. So each one of us have been assigned teams randomly. We're going to go down with who we think those teams are going to pick. Full disclaimer. None of us are aware of what the other person is going to do. So if they pick a player that is on your board, just like in the regular draft, you will have to go from there with picking another person. Everybody has 90 seconds on the clock. We all know the draft really starts at 3, so the first 2 picks are probably going to be done in 2 seconds. If anybody has anything controversial, you might hear some wow, some yells, some cussing. You know how we do on this show. Going to my man DC next.
All right, so the teams were selected by a random generator. We got random teams. We didn't get to have anything that we wanted to pick. So for each person, Byron has the Bengals, the Giants, the Cardinals, the Jets, and the Cowboys. Rel has the Dolphins, the Jags, the 49ers, the Seahawks, the Chiefs. I have the Panthers, the Saints, the Browns, the Eagles, the Broncos. Riles has Lions, Raiders, Vikings, Falcons, Patriots, Ravens. Eric Cravante has the Redskins, the Chargers, the Bucks, and the Titans. As Riles already said, it'll be 90 seconds on the clock, and the picks will go in order. I'll say the name of the team and the person who is drafting. That person has 90 seconds from there, and then we go on to the next pick. All trades will be announced, and before this, we've already had a couple of trades. I'll say mine. I represent the Philadelphia Eagles. Rel represents the San Francisco 49ers. I swapped the 21st pick for the 13th pick, and I also gave Rel the Eagles' 3rd round pick, which is 102 overall, I think, or 103 overall, and a 4th round pick for next year's draft. So, Raj, you want to say what trade you announced amongst you and yourself?
No, I was surprised y'all when we get there. I was surprised y'all
Sounds
when we
good.
get there.
Well, we had to call in a fellow first rounder of our own. He's on a little show called The Flex Zone that you may see myself on every Monday at 10 p.m. One of the patriarchs, one of my brothers in this and out of this industry. We bought in the big dogs, like I said. We gave up all our draft picks because we needed a number 1 prospect, and we got one.
You're the New Orleans Saints. Hey, and you're a Redskins fan. Y'all made that trade. Look at y'all.
Just saying, man. What's up, y'all? Yeah, listen, I already heard about y'all. I seen a couple clips. I was like, man, y'all talk sports too. I get on y'all other stuff, but all right, the first one, I'm gonna keep it clean. I'm here for the sports. We'll deal with all that stuff later, but yes.
How can I keep up with you?
At the Flex Zone 1, Crevante Hurd, Facebook, Crevante Hurd on Twitter, Crevante_Hurd on Instagram.
Let's get this thing cracking, baby.
Hold on, we got let my man
Oh,
Rel.
Rel chilling in the car.
I don't got nothing
I was
to
about to
say.
say, wait, I'm trying.
He said,
I'm good. He might have wanted to say something.
All right, well, we'll start right there. On the clock is Byron and the Cincinnati Bengals.
I think their pick is in.
Oh, the pick is in. It's been in since what? When was the college football playoff over and Odell was handing out money? It's been over since
Slapping
then.
cops' asses.
That's right.
He did hand out money.
And we even got a soundboard, people. Our price just went up. Disqualifiedopinions@gmail.com if you want to be on the show. You got any suggestions or anything you want to sponsor us. But Joe Burrow, it's a no-brainer here. Quarterback, LSU, senior, 6'4". He can do it all. Had about 800 touchdowns last year. What was it, like 59 or something? 60 touchdowns?
Yeah.
Threw for like 5,600 yards. The man can do it all. I think he's an upgrade over Andy Dalton. Can throw the ball down the field. Underrated athletically. Ohio kid. He's big time. And he's going to hopefully change life for Cincinnati. They're in a tough division, but the division gets tougher because the Bengals can score. I think obviously they need offensive line and defense, but getting Joe Burrow, getting your quarterback with Zach Taylor, a good young coach, could be a good pairing for the future for the Cincinnati Bengals.
All right, well, next pick. The Washington Redskins and Cravante are on the clock. I think that pick is in also.
Come on up to the
Listen,
podium with me, brother.
I almost didn't let you explain yourself because I was so excited for this pick. Chase Young. I mean, did I beat the dum?
Hey, it's okay. It's okay.
You know, we got technical difficulties just like the NFL.
It's okay.
The pick has to be Chase Young. Chase Young is the best prospect in the entire draft class right now. I mean, absolutely dominating, following in the footsteps of the Bosa brothers, honestly, coming out of the Ohio State. Come on now, the Ohio State edge rusher. 16 and a half sacks, and he missed 2 games for some goofy off the field stuff that we're not going to get into. The Redskins have a number of holes. So when you have a number of holes, you take the best player available. You can't really get too needy, especially at number 2. Quarterback, not an absolute need at this point. We have Ron Rivera, new coach, Jack Del Rio, new defensive coordinator, and I'm sure they are salivating to have Chase Young, which is making one of the strengths of the Redskins an even better strength.
All right, on the clock. 3rd overall pick, Antoine Riles and the Detroit Lions.
This is when the draft starts, folks.
Here we go.
So
For real this time.
Now, I don't really want to be on the clock, so for the record, if I was the GM for the Lions like I am today, I would be attempting to trade this pick with all the power that I have possibly to get down. Lions have a lot of holes to fill as well. The GM and Matt Patricia are both on the hot seat when it comes to this season. Only reason he still got a job is because he's white. Ain't no black coach that got a losing record like this will still have a job. But
Black coaches have gone with winning records.
They got rid of Jim Caldwell
with a winning record.
Better record than him.
and took him to the playoffs.
But with all that being said, the pick is in. The Detroit Lions are going to go with Jeffrey Okudah, cornerback for the Ohio State.
You better say it. The Ohio State, right?
So we got 2 Buckeyes on back-to-back. All right. On the clock now. Byron, once again, the New York Football Giants are on the clock.
I actually don't need much time, even though Dave Gettleman is a fool. He's pretty goofy. You know, I think shit about the goofy cards. But I think he has been scarred from offensive linemen in the past. So since we're in New York, rest in peace, Pop Smoke. We're going to shake the room. And we're going to go with Isaiah Simmons at number 4, the athletic freak that he is. I mean, this man can do it all.
Definitely.
He's faster than Saquon. So he can do it all.
He's positioned.
And he's
like, he can do whatever.
He's like 235.
He's made in a lab.
He can do whatever.
I think
He can play like 5 positions.
I do actually like, I know, Roz, I know you like Daniel Jones. I think they have a good offense, but I think defensively they're just as trash as their offensive line. So I think you get any piece on defense, you can play him inside, outside, rush the passer.
About that.
Yeah.
Play him at safety. They don't have anybody on defense that you can probably name off the top of your head except probably Leonard Williams. So you get Mr. Simmons from Clemson. What he had, like 16 and a half tackles for loss in 13 games.
Yeah.
They also put him out at corner.
Yeah.
he plays slot, safety,
He's ridiculous.
middle linebacker, outside linebacker.
And in a division with guys like Zeke Elliott, Amari Cooper, you're going to have, the Redskins with some of their players, Terry McLaurin. You got to get after these guys, so you got to be able to tackle. So I think Isaiah Simmons is a pick here. Not going to ramble too much, but for my Giants fans out there, y'all deserve a good player.
All right. Next on the
This is
clock.
really where the draft starts.
Next on the clock is number 5, the Miami Dolphins, Terrell.
I'm not going to take much time. So here, we're going to take the second best quarterback in the draft, Tua. I don't think this guy because he's injured, he's injury prone. But this guy can literally make all the throws. Like every single throw. He uses his leg. This is the second best quarterback prospect. I don't see why not Tua is going to the Dolphins.
All right. Next on the clock, the Chargers, Cravante.
Sheesh.
Time to start.
Ah, man. Anybody want to trade? Any trades? Any trades?
I think we're good, big fella.
Anybody?
We're good, big
Anybody? Gosh. So this is one of those situations where actually 2 of my players that I was wanted to pick here are both gone.
Oh.
So again, just like how we do on the big board, Next guy up. I'm gonna go with the third best quarterback. The third best quarterback in the draft, and Justin Herbert.
Fourth best, but okay.
So you like Mr. Love?
I do.
I'm gonna go with Justin Herbert at this pick. The Chargers are win now. They gonna put all their chips on the table. Defense is already above average. They have two solid weapons at wide receiver, in Mike Williams and Keenan Allen. Justin Herbert, I think putting him in a system where he actually has weapons, because he didn't have much of anything at Oregon, but he made it work for the most part. I think if you give him two studs at wide receiver, this will work out for him. So Justin Herbert quarterback.
Please, we need you, Anthony Lynn. You're black. Keep your job.
Next on the clock, the Carolina Panthers, who belong to me.
Oh boy.
You ain't got to start the clock, bro, because I already know where I'm going with this.
Got you.
I would definitely like to trade down if this were real life. This is a little bit too high for Carolina, but since we are in the sake of this moment, I'm going to take the best defensive tackle, or the person I think is the best defensive tackle in this draft, Derek Brown from Auburn. I think he's gonna make a big splash to the inside of that defense. They needed some help in the secondary, but I wasn't going to reach for a corner. I think he's the best player available. So Carolina Panthers get some help to bolster their D-line. Hopefully it helps them stay off the field so they can just give the ball to CMC.
I know I have that man falling in this draft. I think I'm the only person in the world, though.
Probably. Next on the clock, the Arizona Cardinals and Byron.
So, DC, I had a feeling since you had Carolina that Derek Brown would be your pick. That would have been my pick if you didn't pick him. But obviously, y'all know I love what Arizona's doing with Kyler Murray. I know Cliff Kingsbury gets a lot of slack, but he did a good job on the offensive side of the ball. Getting DeAndre Hopkins for some Girl Scout cookies is great.
Huge.
They now are probably the second best team in that division, arguably, in my opinion, with Chandler Jones on the other side. I think offensive line, obviously. So you, at 8, get the best offensive lineman in the draft, I think, and Jedrick Willis out of Roll Tide, baby. He only allowed 1 sack and 3.5 quarterback hurries. So let that sink in. Put him on the blind side of Kyler Murray with Hopkins. Larry Fitzgerald still getting it done. I like the Kenyon Drake addition last year for practically nothing. Chandler Jones on the other side. Here come the Cardinals. Could be playoff bound with an additional team now in the playoffs for each conference.
So, fun fact. I think he's the second best tackle in the draft. But on my mock here, I literally had you picking Jedrick Wells because he went to Bama.
Yes. And the other gentleman who we'll talk about had a flag test who I wanted to put here.
Yeah, I was about to say, he likes another tackle.
Yeah,
more.
I actually like him more.
Yeah, he likes
but
another tackle
he
more.
had a test.
We'll get to that in a second
Yes,
because this
but-
works out for me perfectly.
Yeah, but it's funny how it worked out.
It's
'Cause
definitely
we had no
hilarious.
conversation about that. But that is my pick at number 8.
Next on the clock, the Jacksonville Jaguars and Terrell.
Sell a team.
Duval would do.
He like Minshew,
Yo,
too.
he got on the colors too. He got on the
He
colors.
too.
My man.
All right, so at this number 9 pick,
Wildcat Rel.
you know the Jags, they let go of
Everyone.
Bouye. I think he's gone.
Boye.
So I
Boye.
think we need to go cornerback here.
Shake it up.
Oh,
Shake it up. Shake it up. Shake it up then.
I got the.
That's why I said what I said earlier.
the second best cornerback in this class, C.J. Henderson from Florida.
He played out there. He played out there. And he went to
you
law
know,
school.
boys.
Come
Go
on
ahead,
back
go on.
home.
What y'all do the little thing? Yeah, there you go.
He's supposed to be there at 16, man. That's crazy.
We're gonna go ahead and snatch him up.
And they traded Jalen Ramsey last year,
You know,
too.
yeah,
so
we
that's
definitely
I
need
see that.
corner. So, yeah.
Thank you, Mr. Khan. Send free stuff. We love you here on the show. I don't care what they say about you.
Henderson
No,
gone.
we don't.
Wow.
Thank you. I love you, Mr. Khan. Thank you.
we
Thank
don't.
you for all you're doing for the
That-
community.
That literal pick changes like 3 of my picks.
That changes a lot for everybody. I mean, that's why the draft is fun. We got to move on our feet. Next pick. That would be me. My Cleveland Browns are on the clock right now.
Yeah, they gonna mess us up.
He getting back to, he going back to
Joe Dorsey.
getting back
Joe
to
Dorsey in here.
Mekhi Becton, tackle, Louisville.
Okay.
That's a big guy, man.
He's
Hell
6'7".
yeah.
It's a big
He's
guy.
a mauler.
It's a big guy.
He's nasty.
Who do we
He's
compare him
physical.
to? Mr. Zeus.
He's definitely
Definitely
just like
Zeus.
Zeus, and I think in that AFC North division where everything is physical, everything is hard fought, everything is grinded out, he fits the mold of what you would want in that division perfectly. Cleveland Browns desperately need offensive line help. They address that
Yes.
need here
Give
because
Baker some help.
unlike them, I actually know what I'm doing.
Oh gosh, get Baker some help.
So that means they'll probably trade this pick.
Probably.
They can trade for Trent Williams.
Hey, which I wouldn't mind at all.
I would not give up a first round pick for
For
35-year-old
yeah,
Trent Williams.
yeah.
No. It wouldn't be a first round pick, but I'm just saying
They've been talking about
get like
2/3.
we'll
I've
get
been
a
hearing
third.
2/3.
I'm okay with that.
Yeah. But if they want to give us 10, I'm all for it.
Oh, sorry. On the clock next. The New York Jets and Byron are on the clock.
Oh yeah, they gonna mess us up
Your
too.
quarterback is in my hands. I knew the
My
ball
guy.
was going to fall this way. Both top offensive linemen are gone. The Jets do need a left tackle, but they're going back. We're back in New York, well, New Jersey. But they need a receiver, right? So which one do you take?
Oh my gosh.
Now, this is for selfish reasons. I'm not putting one guy here who I would take, but I'm going with C.D. Lamb at number 11 from OU, Oklahoma. 6 career games with at least 160 receiving yards. He's a big play guy. I think losing Robbie Anderson and your number one receiver would be Rashad Perryman going into the season, I believe.
That's a no.
Yeah, you just can't have that. Yes. You need weapons for Sam. Sam is a good quarterback. I know I give DC a lot of slack. I know he has football cancer there. We won't get into that, but getting the best receiver, best player available at his position, maybe the best player on the board at the time. Both offensive linemen are gone in this draft, so go get a receiver for Sam and try to compete in the AFC East.
Listen, Jets fans, start a campaign. You can start a Kickstarter, start a GoFundMe. Call your mama, your sister, your cousin, them. Get that head coach out of there. I'm not using his name.
And them.
And them. Get all and them's to get their head coach out of there.
Bring
I'm
back
not
Todd
going to use his
Bowles.
name.
Bring back Todd Bowles.
Not going to use his name, but y'all know who he is. Get him out of
Bring
there.
back Todd Bowles.
All right, sorry. On the clock, the Oakland Raiders and Antoine Rouse. Now,
So I'm not a fan of their quarterback. I
Yeah.
almost went quarterback. It was this close.
I thought you
I'm
were
gonna
about to
say-
go
I
quarterback.
if you
went
go quarterback,
I almost went.
You really are
quarterback.
John Gruden out here. He really is
I
doing
almost
some.
went quarterback. I'm not gonna lie to you. I don't believe in the man whose name rhymes with Favre. With this pick, I'm gonna go with who should be the first wide receiver to come off the board
Hey now.
in the draft.
Hey now.
Jerry Jeudy, wide receiver,
Damn
Alabama.
it.
I already scratched them off. He gone.
It just makes perfect sense for him to go here. I wouldn't be surprised if they trade down. C.J. Henderson was another person that I had possibly pegged at this slot with them needing corners. But Jerry Jeudy will sadly wear Oakland Raider colors. They've drafted well over the last 2 years outside of Clinton Farrell.
Shade.
If the Ravens don't get him full disclosure, I would be okay with the Raiders because I think they're on the way up. Vegas needs some splash.
next on the clock, this is where the trade that I discussed earlier was announced. So that would mean that me and the Philadelphia Eagles are on the clock.
Howie Roseman, baby.
And
Oh.
with the 13th pick, the Philadelphia Eagles take
About to
Henry
get-
Ruggs,
Oh.
Alabama.
Damn.
Eagles need wide receiver help. I knew that receiver thing was going to happen around this time. That's why I
That
reached out.
probably will happen. Yeah.
So I knew the Eagles needed a big play receiver. I would have preferred them to have CeeDee Lamb, but he went before. So the best available receiver right now is Ruggs.
Thanks.
He's an athletic freak. He can get up and down the field. He has good hands.
And what school did he go to?
He went to Bama. Jesus Christ. So yeah, that's where we at with 13. As I said, I gave Rel a third this year and a fourth next year for this pick swap. Next on the clock, the Carante and his Tampa Bay Tom Brady Buccaneers.
Do Tom right, baby. Do him right.
Who
Hey,
just
listen,
traded for Rob Gronkowski.
Just in breaking
That's
news.
right, baby.
So I could have went a couple different places here. C.J. Henderson is gone. So I'm
He
going.
was going to get him too.
Yeah. So, but it looks like I wasn't gonna get him anyway because if he was there for you, you might have got him.
Yeah.
Who
He was
knows?
either
But
12 or 16.
I'm gonna shore up this offensive line, and I'm gonna go with Andrew Thomas at offensive tackle out of Georgia. What do I have? He's gonna be my day one starter. Well coached, technically savvy, fundamentally sound, long arms, big hands, 3-year starter. And you actually had me picking him as well. You just cheating. that's what you're doing. You're just cheating. But he's gonna absolutely shore up the offensive line for Tom Brady. You got to go all in. Give Tom Brady everything he needs. You only gonna have it for 2 years. All in.
And that's a steal because if you looked at a lot of mock drafts before the year started, he was like a top 5 pick.
Yeah,
So
he definitely lost some steam, but because Mekhi Becton gained some steam. So But Andre Thomas falling here, I like it.
Good pick.
All right, so next on the clock, the Denver Broncos, who belong to me. I had a couple things I was going to address here. I was going to address the cornerback position since they let a couple of their corners go. I was going to address pretty much a lot of things in their defense, but then I thought about it. They traded Emmanuel Sanders last year. They never really replaced him. They drafted Cortland Sutton in the first round. I think they get another young receiver to pair with him. So, the Denver Broncos will select Justin Jefferson, LSU.
Wow, that's pretty
at
high.
that-
And look
that-
at how your
that's
board
my-
falls
that's
out. That's a little
Look at
high,
that.
but hey, man, John Elway does those things, right?
Man,
Thank
listen,
you. I like
Lynch.
you.
Listen, the Broncos are probably kicking. After that Eagles trade, the Broncos are like, God damn, that's it.
All right, both those teams belong to
Drafted a
me.
Yeah.
nigga
But I like
named Brock
Jefferson's
Osweiler.
upside though a lot. I like his upside.
He's going to go in the first round. He's a
Yeah,
solid
he is.
dude.
I like his
Really
upside.
good route runner,
Absolutely.
too.
Yeah.
They really drafted somebody named Brock Osweiler. Though, so
Like 6'8".
Right.
He playing basketball, brother.
Is he still on the team?
He's
No,
gone.
I think
He
he's
like had
outta
a party
there.
or something. and
He's
he got,
outta there.
like, messed up and he got cut. It was crazy.
Terrible.
Paxton Lynch was like 6'7". They just like tall dudes.
Well, they got a guy that's not that tall, but I think he's probably better than
Drew
both
Lock's
of them.
played his ass off.
Hey,
last
Drew
year.
Lock, keep listening to that Jeezy. out
Yeah,
there.
that'll help.
Hey now.
All right,
Get those powers.
the Atlanta Falcons and Rouse are on the clock starting now.
So I was thinking going with a corner here. At this point, I think it's too high to take Christian Fulton or anybody of that second tier caliber right now. With the 16th pick, the Atlanta Falcons are going to take Javon Kinlaw, defensive lineman, South Carolina.
It's a good value pick.
Wipes brow.
That is a good value pick.
Oh,
right
it's
there.
16? Yeah,
That's a good value
16.
pick.
Yeah.
Because he's a top 10 talent.
Yeah.
yeah, he is.
So
South Carolina, right?
a hell of a
South Carolina.
pick. That's a hell of a
I like that.
pick. Y'all killing my big board, man.
All right, with the 17th pick, the Dallas Cowboys are on the clock.
Oh yeah, mess this up.
Who does this?
So
The Dallas
what I would do
Browns?
is,
The Dallas
if I was
Browns?
Jerry and Steven, I'm calling up the Jets and I'm giving up a first round pick for Mr. Jamal Adams and I'm giving him an extension immediately because he would make you better than anyone in this first round you're going to get, just personally. And I think Jamal
don't
Adams is
have
big
the
time.
money.
Jerry Jones is white and he knows the cap. I told you this. He can finagle it. All right, he's paying his quarterback, receiver, and running back like $300 million between them. But anyway,
You ain't even talk about the line that's paid.
and I said last night on the flex, I said don't be surprised if they go O-line here. But looking at the board, they don't want any of these guys. I think Tyron Smith's getting a little older, so he could be a cap casualty. So I'm going.
We're still on the board.
Nope.
That's
I'm
crazy.
Going, I'm going Clavon Chasen out of the LSU national champions. 6.5 sacks, 13.5 tackles for loss. And I like this kid because he could be.
Nobody cares.
No, get outta
Nobody
here.
cares, bro.
You wanna-
Nobody cares.
Can we put money on this? Because you could win some money with that, brother.
I probably would.
Hey, yo, you know the
They-
Ravens
they
right
close,
now.
though.
Right now, the Ravens doing a joint where if you can guess the whole first round, they gonna give you tickets.
Okay, well, we might need that.
Shit, this the one right here.
Yeah. So about Mr. Chasen, he's 20 years old, and I say this because this could be a boom or bust pick because he could be really, really good because he's still raw. I
Terrell
think he can
Suggs
be
was drafted at 20 years
Yeah,
old.
I think he can be moved inside and outside, much like a Terrell Suggs, much like a Ladarius Smith, just to keep it local. I think he's big time. Like I said, 13.5 tackles for loss. That means he plays with a lot of effort, and he's only going to get better. You put him with DeMarcus Lawrence and some of the other guys they have. I think he could help the Cowboys, who need defense, because there is no D in Dallas right now.
Next on the clock, the Miami Dolphins and Terrell.
Again?
On the clock.
Told you, we
Y'all run this
you
draft.
know.
Yeah, y'all do. They literally do.
Run this draft.
So here, I know we released Rashad Jones, you know, but we also picked up Byron Jones. But I still think we need to, stockpile our defensive backfield. So here we're going to take
No way.
Xavier McKinney from Bama.
So he's reaching.
I can't make this stuff up, bro.
Y'all
can't
really
make this
got
stuff up.
Tristan Wirfs falling like this?
Yeah, so I mean,
Take that boy. Damn, I ain't even going
that's how the cookie
It's always a
crumbles.
reach, though. It is a reach.
I don't think that's a reach. I
don't either.
Yeah, I don't think that's a reach.
I don't think that's a reach, but I do not see Tristan
Somebody
Wirfs
is
being on
wrong.
the board at 18 and
Yeah,
them
I
not
thought he was
running.
in.
Well, since you're talking about 18, the Oakland Raiders are on the clock, Mr. Rouse. Your
19.
pick.
19.
I was wondering where the sound went, but it's okay. It's here. It's here. It's still there. Technical difficulties. We got a lot going on, folks. There's a lot going on.
There's a trade.
Here we go.
The Baltimore
Oh my
Ravens
gosh, he
Here we
did
go.
say
are
his name.
trading up to 19. The Ravens are giving up 28th overall pick and the 60th overall pick for the 19th and the 159th. And the Baltimore Ravens are drafting Kenneth Murray,
I hope we don't-
linebacker,
I
Oklahoma.
hope we don't do that. I hope we don't do that. But, you know, Raj, you my guy, so if that's what you see us doing, I hope we don't do it, though.
They talking about 20.
He's too small, but that's another story for another day.
Boy's tough though.
I like him more than Queen.
I
don't.
No,
Like,
I
Queen,
don't. I like-
Queen
I-
reminds me
I like
of
Queen.
Peanut. Oh my God. He reminds me of
actually,
Peanut.
I like Bond, but he's not.
I do not like him. Oh my,
No
he is raw. He reminds me of Tyus Bowser or
Wait,
Tim
Who
Williams.
did you say the Ravens drafted?
Kenneth Murray.
Oh, okay.
So 19, DeCosta. Well, you know, I trust in you, but
All right. With the 20th pick, that will be the Jacksonville Jaguars and Rel on the clock.
you have 2 picks.
Go.
Just-
So-
So like your Florida teams, man.
So originally, I thought Justin Herbert might have fell all the way down here, but he didn't. So I will take the third best quarterback in this draft, which is Jordan Love
he just screwed a lot of y'all.
Oh
out
my
of Utah
God.
State.
Over your boy Minshew, you just
I mean, Minshew isn't. You know,
Minshew is not the answer.
yeah, he's not the answer.
There's a lot of smoke about 17, Jordan Love.
But Jordan Love, there's no doubt that Jaguars definitely need a consistent starting quarterback. He can make every throw. He has great touch on the deep pass, especially with DJ Chark. I think
Baby Chark.
Yeah, I
do,
think
do, do,
they
do.
might got something there.
if you get 2018 Jordan Love, you got a good thing. If
Yeah,
you get 2019
2019,
Jordan
yeah.
Love,
They
yeah.
changed coordinators, bro. It wasn't that simple. They changed coordinators, and that coordinator that they had was terrible at his last stop. So I don't know how these white guys get jobs, but that's neither
You
here
said
nor
it. White guys.
there. Okay.
they said it, American, not me.
For once.
For once. Wait, was your love Utah State?
Utah State.
I thought so.
I'm just a little worried about the level of competition, but that's just me.
He made a lot of mistakes to me.
Last
On the
year,
clock.
A lot of mistakes.
On the clock is the Minnesota Vikings and Rouse.
no, 21 is whoever you traded. 49ers, yeah.
Oh yeah, my bad.
man.
I skipped 21. So 49ers are 21, and it is back to you, bro.
Yeah,
Again.
word.
They fuck around and trade
All
again.
right, so
They ain't got no
Yeah.
picks.
They want to trade in real life.
Yeah,
they're
they
looking
really
to
want to
down.
trade. They don't have no
what
picks.
was I got here I got Ezra Cleveland, but I don't know if he was he a tackle, right?
No.
As
From Boise State.
let me
I
see.
think he was an interior line.
I want to say he's a guard.
Guard.
I want to say he's a guard.
Anyway, that's where he's going here. All right, it doesn't matter.
Wherever he plays on the O line, he's
Yeah,
going to San
he's going
Francisco.
here.
Okay.
Is what's the name still on the board?
Who?
Bruh.
Oh, he is still on the board. Okay.
He's the left tackle. Tristan Wirfs is still on the board.
He is still on the board.
You want to keep giving out hints, or
Not bad.
I'm
What's
just
his,
saying.
what's his name? I don't even know yet.
Yep.
If you're keeping score at home, there are some big names still on the board. By the
oh,
way.
he's a tackle.
Yeah, he's a left tackle.
Yep, tackle.
Yeah.
Boise State. Bluegrass.
I ain't gonna lie, yo. Ever since Camelot Correa, I don't fuck with Boise State no more. I don't.
I mean,
Yeah,
they haven't really been with the same national attention anyway. But either way, that's neither here nor there. With the 22nd pick this time, actually, it is Vikings and Rouse.
So right here, I was going Justin Jefferson. Because I figured the Eagles would trade up and get one of the top 3, and I did not think the Broncos would still take a receiver at this point. So the Vikings are going to have to reach. The Vikings are going to get A.J. Terrell, cornerback, Clemson.
That is a reach.
Oh, that is a reach. He did not have a good college football playoff.
He did not. But I'm hoping, he went against T. Higgins a lot. I mean, it was between that and Christian Fulton, LSU, but I kind of like Terrell a little bit better as a system player, playing zone and things like that.
Fair enough.
All right, with the next pick,
Me.
yes, it is you with your New England Pat Riots.
All right, if I'm the former Tom Brady's, I'm trying to trade this pick. The Patriots got a lot of. They got what? Now they got 12 draft picks.
They need everything on
But
offense.
like 6 or 7 of them are round 5 or beyond. Actually, they have the 23rd, the 87th, the 98th, the 100th, the 125th, the 172nd, 195th, 207, 212, 213, 230, and 241.
So how many Pro Bowlers have they drafted in the fourth or beyond? A lot.
Tom Brady
A lot.
and Julian Edelman.
Like, look, Brewski wasn't a first round pick. I mean, Willie McGinnis wasn't a first round pick, right? They got some guys.
Actually, the Patriots don't do well with first
yeah,
round picks.
they do
They
well
don't,
later.
yeah.
do
They
well.
don't draft in the first round.
Julian
Right.
Edelman was what, a
Hey,
quarterback?
I was 32. That's why.
That's a fact.
It's tough, man.
I actually had Jordan Love going here.
Ha!
He's gone. Gone.
So with that being said, the Patriots are gonna go AJ Epineza, defensive lineman, Iowa.
I can see that.
I like him actually.
I can see that for the
He's
Patriots.
like Espinoza, whatever.
He'll fit well in that system. You know,
Yeah,
that
I
defense
mean,
was
sure.
already legit.
Yeah, for sure.
And he can do multiple things.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
All right. So next on the clock is the New Orleans Saints, who
No,
belong
that's-
to me.
Yeah, well, that's appropriate.
The Saints don't have many weaknesses here. I was hoping and praying that one of these guys fell. One of these quarterbacks. I mean,
Oh,
one
it
of
wasn't
these-
getting past the Patriots. Jordan
Yeah.
Love was going to the Patriots.
Well, I was hoping
That's what I
somebody.
thought.
I was hoping one of the four would fall to the
Well, you can
Saints.
still draft a quarterback.
I'm
Yeah,
not.
go Jake. Let's go Jake.
I'm not a reach.
Jake from State Farm.
So what I am going to go is I'm going to stay with the local kid,
Oh, yeah.
and it'll be Patrick Queen.
What I tell you.
LSU.
What I tell you.
I said that to you yesterday.
I called that. All right. Since you called and everything over there, I called that one. Just
Oh, I'm like 8 for 8 over here.
Hey, nobody cares. What you going over
He
there?
put up
man?
with Jordan numbers over there.
Facts. Next on the clock. Oh, by the way, Patrick Queen plays linebacker. For anybody that doesn't know, he's pretty.
Pretty good.
Pretty
Yeah,
good.
it's pretty good. Yeah.
He probably would go a lot higher in most drafts. Just saying.
So that's another LSU Tiger off the board.
Yes.
I'll count them at the end. Next on the clock, Rouse and the Minnesota Vikings.
Again, well, we just kind of shored up the position when it comes to corner. I know it was a reach. I probably could have got the corner here if I wanted to wait a couple more spots. I didn't really think it mattered. Only 2 picks in between. I almost went Denzel Mims right here, but it is such a large reach. So the Vikings are going to go YGM, Yadagross Matters, however
I like
how you
him a
say-
lot.
defensive lineman, Penn State. Kind of replace Everson Griffin on that defensive line. Give them some assurance there. That was one of their strong points previously. So seeing if they can kind of fix that back.
I thought you were saying YG was playing football. Now. I was like, whoa.
I don't have him.
YG
I don't have him going in the first round, but we shall see.
I like him a lot. I think he's raw.
No, I like
but he
him.
could be
I probably wouldn't put him.
that dude.
Probably like
End of the first
second.
round. I said the Ravens could get him, but
Yeah, I wouldn't have him going in the first round. I got second round grade on him, but we shall see. 26 is next pick, and that is the Miami Dolphins NRL for the final Dolphin pick of the first round.
I'd have picked
He
him.
about tired of picking him at this
Yeah,
point.
that's what I'm saying.
Go ahead, do any mini mo. You bound to get something good.
Man, if you don't,
Ooh, this is the Dolphins.
Yes.
So yeah, we're gonna grab Tristan.
I was about to say.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure he's not going to drop this one.
Hell no.
Tripping.
He's arguably
We got this
the
man.
best
at-
lineman in this draft. If the other people didn't need tackles, he would have been up higher. He's just a guard.
We just Miami. We got some protection. We got Tua. You know, come to the games. You know what I mean? We good.
He was honestly the best player available.
School.
Somebody would have traded up if he
What school did
drafted
he go to?
Iowa.
Iowa, yeah. You know they guard. They make.
They make
hella
all trench
linemen.
players.
linemen.
All tight ends
linemen
too.
good.
Tight ends too.
All
Oh, yeah,
trench
tight
players.
ends, yeah.
All trench players.
Yeah. Just know if I was a GM, is he from Iowa?
Right, that's what I'm asking.
I want him. I want him.
All right. Next on the clock is Rel, Seattle Seahawks.
Oh, all right. So here. Oh, all right. So here. Damn, I can't see. My bad. Davidson from Auburn. The is he a D tackle?
He plays. I thought he was a line.
No, I think he do play T-tackle.
A D tackle, but he can line inside or outside, so it doesn't really matter. He's very
That was
versatile.
Derek Brown team, man.
Yeah.
They need linemen.
Marlon Davidson, yeah.
Yeah. Damn line, I can't see them.
Go ahead and bring Clowney back for all that too.
I think Clowney may be asking for too much.
I think they might get Yannick.
If he goes there,
they gonna have to give up this pick to probably get him.
Yeah, he seemed like a
Do you think they
Seahawks
should?
Yeah,
player.
I
Think
would.
they should?
I would.
I
He's
would.
better than Marlon Davidson.
Yeah, he
Oh,
is.
that's fair. That's
Yes.
fair.
He's better than anybody they're gonna get at
That's
28.
true.
And he's only 25.
At 28, the trade was between Vegas and the Ravens, so this would be technically Rouse with the Las Vegas Raiders.
Traded with itself, people.
The Raiders are going to reach themselves. They're going to take Christian Fulton, cornerback LSU, shore up that defense because we know that that's one of their weak points. And that's honestly at this point the highest graded player that I have that should go there. If Tristan Wirfs was here, God damn it, he was getting picked. I'm gonna tell you that right now. He's not even on my board, but he was because none of my teams should have had the ability to draft Tristan Wirfs. But if he was here at 29, I probably should. I wasn't gonna take him at 12. You take Jerry Jeudy. If he was here at 29, shit. If he was here at 19, the Ravens wouldn't have been able to make this trade. So at 29, at 28, they take Christian Fulton. He's another man that can play zone. Might not be in that first round. It really depends on. There are a lot of teams in the first that need corners, so you may see a lot of them kind of get bumped up just for need basis. I got a lot of wide receivers dropping, even though they're good. It's just a lot of them. People are going to think that they can get one later on down the line.
Next on the clock, Cravante, Tennessee Titans.
Fuck them Titans.
I was hoping somehow, some way, Wirfs was still on this board. I'd have jumped on him, man. Because O-line is definitely a need. Corn is a need. Who knows? Running back. You know what?
I want to be mad Swift, right?
You know what? Tennessee Titans. I'm gonna take the first running back off the board. I'm gonna take Jonathan Taylor.
He's a beast.
Yeah,
But with Derrick Henry though,
that's
the
like
franchise tag. I don't know. I don't know what the Titans are gonna do with him because you know how they treat running backs nowadays. They franchise tag him. They just going to trade his tire some more.
yeah, Wisconsin.
he is honestly the best back I've seen since Saquon Barkley coming out. I'm really high on Jonathan Taylor. He's faster than Saquon is, and he can block. He can
29.
catch. He's the real deal.
Yep.
He's the real deal.
The only reason why I don't think running backs are going to go in the first round of this draft is people aren't sold on feeling like running backs are that needed.
Absolutely.
The top 2 running backs, you can argue the top 3 running backs in this draft are really good. They are complete 3-down backs. It's just not a running back league how it used to
Swift
be.
from Georgia,
Really good.
What's the guy's name? Rollins from Ohio State.
I like the dude.
Dobbins.
Dobbins.
Yeah. Dobbins is going to be a steal.
And what was the dude
Yeah,
that played running back but he switched to wide receiver?
Hilaire.
Duvernay. I like Duvernay too.
Yeah,
I don't know why.
That's
I
Kyler
understand
Murray
why he switched to
But we
wide
see this
receiver.
every year. It's running backs that go 4,
That's
5,
Kyler
6,
Murray
7
cousin's name
that
on
come in
it.
the start. So
Yeah, it is.
But for the sake of where I was at in the draft, I really didn't want to reach for
Trevor Diggs.
Yeah,
Trevon Diggs.
Diggs. I had Diggs. Diggs was on my board, but
I think he's a first round talent.
I
He is.
don't. The only reason why I do not feel as though he's a first round talent is because he did not run the 40 and he looks slow on tape. He looks.
they said that about Marlon
slow.
Humphrey. They said Marlon Humphrey looks slow. Said he couldn't play the deep ball.
I wouldn't say
Humphrey
my
ran
only
a
knock
4.41.
on
I know,
Trayvon
but they just say he
Diggs.
can play deep ball.
My only
He
knock
looks
on
slow
Trayvon
on tape,
Diggs,
and I don't have a 40 on him.
I don't think he
can't-
has the best ball skills.
Oh no, he has amazing ball skills.
I
He was
was
a
gonna
wide
say,
receiver
I
at
don't
first.
think-
He was a wide receiver at first. Wide receiver
For him to
turn
be a-
corners are normally good when it comes to ball skills.
His ball skills ain't been that good.
His ball skills ain't good for a wide receiver, but for
That
a
thank you. That's
Yeah,
what I'm
that's
saying.
what I'm saying though. No, but you know what? Corner is a wide receiver that can't catch. Like people say that.
That's
I would disagree. But all right, let's neither here nor there. Next on the clock, the Green Bay Packers. Cavante, where you going?
oh snap, picking again.
Back to
All
back.
right.
This is another place I thought if Jordan Love dropped, they could possibly jump on too.
man.
But he's not going that far.
I think A-Rod has more than a rookie contract worth of years left in him.
Yeah, but the Packers damn near draft a quarterback consistently.
To back him
Not,
up.
I don't know if I would pick. Not in the first round, because Aaron Rodgers still
He's-
got
he
quite
has-
a bit left.
He got like
Yes.
4 or 5 years. He got like 4 or 5 years.
5 to 7.
So what I'm gonna do is, since he has,
Tom Brady's 42.
since he still has time left, I'm gonna try to go all in with Aaron Rodgers, get him another weapon. Which weapon? Oh gosh,
Is that Raygor? He's going Jalen. Raygor.
I'm gonna go. I'm going Brandon Ayuk from
I like that because they
from
need a
Arizona
big dude.
State.
He's big too.
Yeah,
Yeah, they
yes.
need a big dude.
Size, speed, a natural pass catcher, and he doesn't have to be my number one guy. I think that's the biggest thing here because I already have Devontae Adams, and he doesn't. He can just fit right in.
Yeah.
Just catch the ball because you'll be open.
Trust me. Aaron Rodgers will throw you open.
Next on the clock, San Francisco 49ers. Rel, where you going?
What it do, baby? All right, so here, I took Trayvon Diggs, cornerback.
Bama.
I can actually see that happening a lot.
Yeah, I just
I
honestly,
had an early second
Put him
round
with
grade
Sherman.
on
yeah,
him.
exactly. That's what I did.
But-
Yeah,
Yeah, him
that's
and Sherman,
basically
I
what-
can see that.
I can see. I got an early second round grade on him, but I mean, you never know how this.
And in the
thing
Super
shake
Bowl, their
out.
corner started to get exposed.
Yeah,
Especially
big
Sherm.
facts.
Sherm got cooked like chicken on a Saturday afternoon in July.
Cook like
The
your
black
chicken.
people.
Like your chicken, man.
Big.
I'm not even taking him.
Oh, you're not?
I'm not even taking him.
You crazy for not taking him. That should be. I think they're gonna run to the podium if he did.
Who?
DeAndre Swift at 32.
Oh,
I'm
well,
taking
well on the clock right now, the defending Super Bowl champion Kansas City Chiefs, GM Rowe.
So here it was either Swift or Cesar Ruiz from Michigan, just
I'm not
because
mad
he
at
was
that.
there.
Not mad at that.
Lineman.
The Chiefs don't really need much, so it's just
Yeah,
like,
and they're not really going to give
Yeah,
Swift
so
that many carries. Anyway.
It was like
the ball's in pass.
So I took Ruiz just because it's like,
Protect your
yeah, he's easier to like insert into the. You already got like 16 running backs already. Like,
I don't know who that center is, so I can't be mad at that.
I don't know nobody on their O-line, honestly.
Fisher.
He's still
yeah,
there.
Eric Fisher. He
Cool.
Shocker.
Their offensive line red doesn't have a lot of names. They're okay. They're okay together. But Pat gets rid of
Now,
it.
see,
Nice.
I was thinking about defense, but I was like, hey, you shouldn't reach here.
Ain't nobody.
Yeah.
Maybe
Yeah,
Antoine Winfield. I'm not mad at Antoine Winfield right here. He can sneak it to the first.
Maybe a
round.
safety. It's a
That's
safety
why I said
level.
Antoine Winfield.
Yeah.
Yeah. Now Xavier McKinney's off.
Yeah.
To me, the only two. I only got two safeties
and-
with a first round grade.
him and
That's
Delpit.
Antoine and Xavier.
I agree.
Wow. Oh, you don't have Delpit?
Not in first. I got him going in the second.
No, 32 is practically round 2. So
Yeah,
they
true.
could pick.
I think
True.
we had 5 guys from LSU going in the first round.
Well, that's what happens when you're national champions.
And the,
I mean,
arguably
Bama's.
the most dominant. I
Yeah,
think
Bama be
four
big
Bama's.
niggas in the
Five.
league.
They do that every
Yeah.
year.
Fact.
Even with the
It
down
was
year.
6 Bamas.
Really?
Even without it.
Six.
Even with a
Yeah.
down year.
Tua, Willis, Judy, Ruggs,
Dang, both
McKinney,
receivers.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
And
Right.
Diggs.
and Diggs.
Yeah, right.
6 Bamas in the first round.
Yeah, Diggs was what? All-American before he got hurt, right? Or like preseason All-American. So.
I don't think he fast. I think he'd have ran like a 4 or 5.
I think he'd be
Four,
already getting the lead.
He ran 4 or 5. I mean, if he go to the 49ers, they got the same corner on both sides.
Well,
Well, with that pass rush, there you go.
there you go. Anybody got any closing thoughts? Any?
How the hell did Tristan Wirfs fall that
Hey,
far?
yo, what I'm going to say is, hey, Ravens, if Tristan Wirfs fall this far, fuck
yeah.
Kenneth Murray. Fuck him.
I would take worse over.
Fuck him. No bullshit. If Tristan Wirfs is falling, hey, Ravens, trade up. That's
Right, put him right at Marshall Yonder
Tristan
spot.
Wirfs
Who's
fell at
Ben Powers
26.
who?
Put him right at
Ben Powers who?
didn't play last year.
Honestly, if
That
I
proves
was
nothing.
you, I probably would have took Jonathan Taylor.
What?
And
the
if
32?
the Dolphins at 26, I probably would have took Jonathan Taylor. And
Yeah,
then
maybe.
that means Tristan Wirfs
I
could
mean,
definitely be.
if I'm the Dolphins, I would have took a tackle at 5. And I would have saw them at that point if at 18 the quarterback was still there.
Nah, see, I think the difference.
Nah, I
is
had to take
you think
Tua.
about
You
the
gotta
talent
take
in this
Tua.
draft. I'm thinking about the need for quarterbacks and what people are willing to go through to get them. I'm not
That's
going
a
to give
fact. People-
anybody a chance to get a quarterback that I
Get
know.
to him. Get to him.
Yeah.
If he didn't get hurt, he would have been right there with Burrow.
Yeah, that's what I said.
Yeah, people will be trading up to 2.
Tua,
The Redskins will be giving up 2.
Yeah, if we get out reverse.
All right, now
RG3.
you gotta give me something crazy.
I
You
knew
would have
reverse
had to-
RG3.
You better give me something. Yep,
I
you
knew
gotta give
Joe
me
was
3.
gone.
You
I'm like, I
gotta give me
gotta
one
get
second.
Tua, bro.
Yeah,
I got
he's
to.
just as good as Burrow. He just got hurt. That's the only thing.
I don't know, man. Yo had 5 surgeries in 3 years.
He's definitely more hurt than Burrow. He's smaller than Burrow.
But
I'm just.
I ain't even worried about the
They
size.
said that
At
about
least he
Russell
was
Wilson.
To me, he has the
Yeah.
second
about
highest
Russell Wilson?
ceiling.
Wilson ain't get
Like
hurt.
Jordan Love has the highest ceiling out of all quarterbacks. in
I
this
agree
draft.
with that.
He has the second highest ceiling, but he also, to me, has outside
the
of
lowest
people
floor.
that are in the first round.
Justin
Herbert
Herbert
is
has the
boom or
lowest
bust.
floor.
He's boom or
Lowest
bust.
floor.
He's boom or bust. But to me, his injuries at this point, I kind of like what Shannon said today. Shannon said the wrong hit could possibly turn him into RG3.
I mean, he doesn't put himself in harm's way. He just happened to get hit in the pocket and over the court. It's not like he's
Yeah,
running.
no,
around.
he's not doing that. He extends
RG3
the plays,
was actually
but he's
running.
not. Yeah, he's not doing all that.
So I think he'll. I think
Lodi
he'll have a chance to
Nada
stay
did
healthy.
that
The
thing.
last time the Dolphins passed on a quarterback because of an injury, his name turned out to be Drew Brees. So I don't think they make the same mistake twice.
Goofies.
I hope for their sake, they get it right. And, shout out to the Dolphins because they do run the first round. Anything else? Anybody?
Shoot, man.
Ravens Bucks in the Super Bowl.
Man, I was
So you on
hoping.
that board too? Both
Yeah,
y'all on
Ravens
that?
Bucks.
Listen,
Yo,
man.
they're
The
all.
Bucks are not the best team in that division. All right, we're not going to waste this time.
The Saints find ways to lose big
The
games.
refs find ways.
Well, the refs are going to do it for Tom Brady. You don't think that's going to happen?
I'm a bigger Tom
He
Brady
got
guy than
enough
anybody,
rings
but I
that
don't know
show you
about
the
Super
refs
Bowl.
will do it.
But I do think
He does it.
Gronk still got some levels.
And watches people.
Yo,
in the
their
field.
offense just got that much better.
They don't even have to
I'm worried
draft
about the
offense.
Their defense
I don't know
ass,
about the
though.
defense.
All right, we're not
Yeah,
talking
I
about
was
the
gonna
Super Bowl.
No, that
Anything-
secondary is
okay.
ass. not
Anything
the
else
defense.
with the draft need to be discussed
No,
here?
sir. Nah.
This
We'll
was-
see winners. We'll do winners and losers, and we'll do our recap. See what held true to the board and whatnot. Disqualified opinions, like, subscribe, share, all that fun stuff. And check out the Flex Zone too. How can they check us out, Cavante?
At the Flex Zone 1 on all of your podcast platforms.
Tell your mother to tell her mother to tell her friend. Follow us. We like the MILFs.
Jesus Christ.
Pick us. Disqualified opinions. We gone.